Tonight, we could learn how the city of Little Rock plans to save $7 million. With dozens of jobs on the line, many city workers are worried about what could happen. Isabella Moeller joins us live now with a preview of what we can expect. Isabella.
Hey, good morning, Ashley. This amended budget, it has about 20 pages worth of ideas on what could happen tonight. One of those ideas is cutting 48 jobs, some of those which are already vacant. The board of directors are meeting tonight to talk about what their options are to cut the city's expenses. Now, if those 48 jobs are not cut, there is another option, and that would be eliminating 80 positions. In both options, the biggest blow appears to be to the Parks and Rec Department, specifically the zoo. War Memorial Golf Course also up for closure in the discussion. Little Rock Mayor Frank Scott Jr. says the amended budget is to get the city's financial situation back on track, saying that he walked in with a $7.3 million deficit. Now, he adds that this amended budget is not because of the push for police officers and body cams. He says he will find a way to fund those. Now, if everything goes as planned and this is amended, if this budget is to be amended, everything could go into effect starting in July. In Little Rock, Isabella Moeller, back to you.
All right, thanks, Isabella. The family of a Cleveland County man who was murdered nearly 2 years ago wants to know why his killer is now living in an assisted living facility. 59-year-old Travis Avery admitted to shooting Dwight Crane. Since then, he's been on house arrest while a judge decides whether he's medically able to serve prison time. The victim's family says Avery has never been ordered to wear an ankle monitor, and now they're asking the judge to move him to a state hospital.
A Pine Bluff man wants something to be done after he says kids keep vandalizing one of his rental properties. Don Plumley owns a vacant home on West 30th Street. Recently, he had security cameras installed. He says you can see kids going in and out of the home, taking items and ripping up the mail while waiting on a school bus. Plumley says he's filed several reports and even spoken to the school superintendent, the post office, and Pine Bluff's mayor, but nothing has been done to stop the problem.
Have your children treat other people's property like they would their own. I mean, just ask your kids, would they want someone coming into their room or tearing up their toys or their stuff?
Plumley says the kids caused more than $2,500 worth of damage. The Pine Bluff School District Superintendent says they are investigating, and if the kids are students in the district, they will follow up with parents. A warning this morning from Sherwood Police. Thieves are breaking into cars on several streets. Officers say people living in Plumdale, Pecan Valley, Willow Grove, Woodridge, and Northgate should check their cars and report any break-ins, even if it feels insignificant. Sherwood PD arrested 18-year-old Andrew Reagan and continued to search for a possible second person.
A group of local activists are helping women who can't afford to post bail. This video you're about to see right here shows the moment a woman is reunited with her family. So far, the group has helped 6 mothers who were locked up for minor offenses. One mom tells us she was arrested over a missed court fine payment. She calls this the best gift she's ever received aside from her son.
They called my name and they was like, "It's time for you to go, pack up." Huh? Pack up? Okay, you're not gonna tell me twice, so let me get my stuff.
The group tells us there are still a few moms they're hoping to get out this week.
The Oaklawn season may be over, but there is a lot going on there right now. Construction is underway on a $100 million expansion at Oaklawn in Hot Springs. Racing Casino Resort spokesperson Jennifer Hoyt told the Centennial Record work began shortly after the end of live racing season earlier this month. The planned expansion includes adding a hotel, an event center, and almost 30,000 square feet in casino space. The project is expected to be complete before the next racing season starts in January.
All right, 7:07 now.